Thank you. Christmas is just days away, and as holiday travelers hit the airports, a potential government shutdown could impact air travel, and it's looming.
Our team coverage on the holiday weekend turns to Western Mass News reporter Reagan Lockery. She joins us live in West Springfield after speaking with travelers. Reagan?
Yeah, that's right, Abby and Chris. We're seeing a little bit of flakes out here, and as you can see behind me, the traffic over on Route 5, it's moving, but it's definitely busy. I'm sure people are out shopping and doing all the last-minute stuff. But earlier today, I stopped by Bradley International Airport in Connecticut, where I spoke with travelers that are headed somewhere much warmer than where I'm standing right now. Western Mass News stopped by Bradley International Airport Friday morning, where we caught up with the Kane family of Brookfield, Connecticut, as they were getting ready to board a plane to Florida, where they plan to spend the holidays with family.
Usually flying out of this airport, we get pretty lucky. So far our flight's on time, and we're hoping for a smooth travel day.
And with Friday's snowy weather and AAA predicting record numbers of road travel, Allison Kane is happy to get out of New England for Christmas.
We have family on Cape Cod too, so we were there for Thanksgiving, and I'm kind of glad we're not driving out there.
Absolutely.
Especially in this weather.
Meanwhile, a potential government shutdown is looming, which could impact air travel. The Transportation Security Administration says the majority of their employees are essential and would continue working without pay. In a statement, they add, "We expect to screen 40 million people over the holidays and through January 2nd, while our personnel have prepared to handle high volumes of travelers and ensure the security of our transportation systems. An extended shutdown could mean longer wait times at airports." But the Canes don't seem worried.
Getting stuck in Florida is never really a bad thing.
It's true. Hey, she's right.
And neither does Savannah, Georgia resident Christian Marquez, who was traveling back home for the holidays after spending the week in New London, Connecticut for military training.
It's nothing new since I've been in, every year type of thing, every month. You gotta always worry about it. Usually slides through.
Bradley International Airport tells us from December 18th to December 26th, they expect to see more than 93,000 people departing out of Bradley. Now, to be clear, those do not include those flying into Bradley International Airport, only those leaving. Now, as a reminder, Bradley wants to urge flyers to make sure that they show up for their flight with plenty of time to spare, and to make sure they stay connected with their airline for any updates. Reporting live in West Springfield, Reagan Lockery for Western Mass News.